welcome to another section where we're looking at the impact of MPC meeting that was held on the 23rd of December, November and the 24th of November, these 2 days, Monday and Tuesday. And finally, at the end of the MPC meeting that was held on the final day on the 24th, the committee retained all the monetary tools unchanged. They retain the MPR, which is the lending rate, at 11.5%, and the cash reserve ratio at 27.5, and liquidity ratio at 30%. And I will tell you, this is what we have predicted in base data, that there is no sign that the FPC member will vote for change, because the economy is just recovering. And don't forget that on Saturday, that they officially, the report released by Bureau of Statistics, officially we are in recession. But when this news came to the public, I know that there will be a reaction, because when we hear recession, interpretation will come from different directions. Meaning people that add to it, but actually our going into recession started when the economy for 2 months was in lockdown, for 3 months was in lockdown. That process, we know already that this year, instead of the 12 calendar months, we have only 11, because April throughout there was no activities. That is why in that April there was nothing like a purchasing manager index for that April. And this is the first time in Nigeria that you cannot see for data for April, because there was no activity. What are you going to check? But when we know that we are in recession, it's exactly when we had a negative 6.1. But seeing the third quarter as negative 3.62, it's an improvement. It tells you a sign that the economy is already recovered. Then, for the way the financial journalists and the media was, by hyping it, that they sent fear to the people. But I said it even before now in different platforms, that the possibility of monetary policy increasing, adjusting rate is very slim, because the purpose of that is not for the equity market alone to be going up. It's for the economy to find direction and come out of contraction, which I said that in November we have seen that the first time after 6 months that the purchasing manager has crossed to the positive. And also what we saw, the improvement we saw in the GDP, is also a sign that we are going somewhere. For it to be, for me, it will be disaster for the monetary policy to either to increase the monetary policy rate now up, or to further go down, take it down. Why I say further take it down? Because inflation will also jump if they take it down. Okay, so they further cut the NPR down. Fine, that will also put pressure on inflation. But for what they've done, they want to see the impact of this going forward, knowing that inflation will naturally find its level when supply come up. What we're saying that is the supply angle that is having issue now. That's why CBN is trying to make funds available to drive productivity, so that people will employed, right? The consumption aspect and the supply aspect will come up. And that is why it's also encouraging banks to lend to consumer, to create consumer product to drive consumption. That when they are producing, the consumer that is picking their product. For me, I see that this return of the MPC instrument on chain is a plus for the equity market. I will tell you, Monday panic selling was too much because of the news of recession that came on Friday after, so Saturday afternoon. These are all, but in all, this is the last MPC for the year. That means between now and the next MPC in February, we know where the economy is going, and the factors that are driving the equity market remain intact. That means this return of MPC at this level is, for me, is a good sign for the market. And also, don't forget that the major role of monetary policy is price stability. And stability that after the angle they look at, yes, after the instrument they use, which I call the instrument they use already, the NPR, the cash reserve report, there are three things they want to use this one to drive growth in the economy, to drive consumption, to control inflation, and at the same time, they want to what? They want liquidity in the system. And for any central bank anywhere in the world, You can't control inflation, exchange rate, and interest rate at once. You must use two to control the other one. And now you can know that our exchange rates have become unstable these days. Apart from the official rate becoming the official rate seem to be relatively stable. But on the in the black market, you see that the volatility is high. Inflation is already up, but interest rate is down. This is that is to provide liquidity. You see, that is why CBN or monetary policy they are very careful to know that this economy is balanced. And for the way we are going, I see that the probability of us coming into growth in first quarter of the year is high. That means if interest rates remain low and CBN has stylishly reduced the savings interest from almost 4 to about 1.2, then the treasury bill is almost around the 0 point below 1%, around 0.3. This and why the bond market Okoye is also has dropped. It tells you that these investment windows that they are low, they have low yield now, will continue to keep move on to equity market because that is where you see high yield in terms of dividend yield and capital appreciation. This is going to be a plus for the market. And not only a plus for the market, the third quarter earnings of quoted companies, despite the economy is struggling, you can see that our tech number was better than expected. It tells you that where the companies are going. The bank has already released their number recently. Few of the bank's numbers were missed, while few also were looking up, were good. That means we will see potential that these banks will pay us dividend that is commensurate to their price. On that note, there is no cause for alarm. All you don't need to do is to buy right and sell right. That's why I say you must have a goal. You must have a goal. The monetary policy is good for the market. The outcome is good for the market. And you can even see that after before the market they finish they communicate today the price of stocks jump up, the banking stocks were up, and it's a sign where we are going. And I said that this is the last week of the month. We are entering December for seasonality. Santa Claus on the way, and end of the year rally, end of the quarter, and all those stuff. And not only that, first quarter of every year is the peak of the earnings season in Nigeria because many companies add December as year end. If you add December, market was late or agree. That's why you need to have go before you enter. You need to have strategy to exit, strategy to enter. Once you have all this, there's no issue. And that is why Invest 2021 is up. Like this investment changing climate, if you look at the topic we're going to touch every aspect, monetary policy, fiscal, budget, and all those stuff, so that you become an informed investor. You take decisions that will impact your portfolio positively. And that's why at the end of that training, Tango, this stock must come for you to take action in the next trading day, which is on Monday. If you have those stocks that we are going to give you, you hold them. That is what you need to do. There is no cause for alarm. This is a sign that the market will also rebound. And I like what I said. I have told you that the market will likely pull back. And this pullback is to support the market recovery. So look at the way the market is recovering. And also, like I said, the stock market is a leading indicator. When stock market is doing, we tell you that the economy is bound to follow suit. And we can see that indicators that are emanating from the CBN and the Bureau of Statistics are a bit positive. That's why there are some are still negative, but there are signs of improvement. There's sign of improvement. For me, there's no cause for alarm. As far that interest rates remain low, there will be liquidity to drive economic activities. And when economic activities is looking up, industrial output is looking up, economic activity is looking up, things are about to improve. But the major area that we're looking at is creation of jobs so that people have access to funds to buy these products. And that's why CBN also have encouraged the banks to create more consumer products so that they can lend to people, so that people can have access to buy. But I know that the inflation will fall in place. And also, I think I'll say it again that this is the time the government also should look at. Insecurity has also been part of has been part of what is affecting our prices of goods and services, especially the food basket. Knowing that inflation, most of the price are from the food basket. And now that there's insecurity in the system, the government need to come up as part of their fiscal thing, come up and let them be secure so that farmers can go back to farm. And also, if we know that we cannot feed ourselves in terms of agriculture, this is time for government to rethink about their border closure so that those goods that were being avoided can start coming in. They can put down on some of the goods that this one should not come, this one should go. That will relieve the pressure on inflation. Price of goods will come down. But I believe that going forward, before the end of March in 2021, inflation would have dropped. On that note, investors should not panic, but rather buy right, as I always say, and sell right. You need to take investment decision that is favorable to your portfolio, and that's why you don't have to miss this coming award, investment 21. It's an opportunity for you to come and meet the expert as they share their own trading strategies and give you stocks to pick or stocks to buy. No, that was another good thing in investor training. We always give our participants stock to buy, and I'm record shows that all the stock we are given has even outperformed our forecast. The one we give in 2020, invest 2020, we know how they perform. The one even we give in the last one that we just did in September was something else. If you look at those stocks, they are up or no, they are all have surpassed the target so what achieved for that period. For me, don't miss this Invest 2021. The MPC outcome was favorable for the market, and we see that CBN is not sleeping. You can see that they are intervening in different critical sectors to make sure that the liquidity system and to boost economic activities. That is the only way to come out of recession. Yeah, and they've done it before. The CBN is one that brought us out of recession in 2016, and 2017 out of it. Also, they have put a plan in place already before now. Remember, in around April, May, when CBN government said that recession is on the way, he has said it, and they have planned ahead of it. I can see that plan they take that action they have taken. We can see the impact in in the GDP that we saw recently for third quarter. Then hopefully before the end of this quarter, we will see another improvement. There's no cause for alarm. Buy right and those stocks that are hard. No, this is time for you to look at sectors that are going to be favorable. Now, the budget, we're expecting the budget of 2021, to be passed before the end of December, and that is good. And for me, there's no cause for alarm. So what we do is let's buy right and take action, and that means you need to be available for Invest 2021, where more about this positioning and stock to look at will be discussed and why we are buying them. We don't just say buy stock. That's why those they buy as a signal. I think all of them now, many of them, when I see them calling, telling me, thank God you gave sell signal. I say, when I saw the market, our signal is that is one certain example. I will give signal. We'll give you the buy rate. We'll give you the stop loss. Once we touch our set target, we will sell. Whether market go down now, if people have sold and they hope cash down, this pullback is an opportunity for them to jump. And that's why don't allow the market direction to carry you away. Don't follow bad wagon. That's your goal you are setting is to guide. That's why as you set and buy this now, we implement it to act with it. That means you as an investor, you should learn how to set investment goal for yourself because this is a hard-earned money. Don't just put it and allow the trend they look to carry you up and down. Set the target. When you see opportunity to buy, you buy. When you get the target, get to your set target, you exit immediately. That makes you what an intelligent investor. Don't just follow others. You know why you are in the market. Because you know why you are in the market, you know the kind of stock you want to buy to meet your investment goal. These and other things will be discussed in this training. If you look at all the topics there, ranging from the outlook for 2021, reviewing of this year, because I already tell you that you must know what happened past to predict the future. Changing the investment climate, monetary policy, repositioning of your portfolio. You can see that dividend paying stock, even how to pick stocks technically, all will be discussed. That means it's a balanced summit. Just like in investor, we don't play with our Fundatech report. Even though Fundatech report is part of what we must talk of fundamental, must talk of technical analysis, and talk of sentiment. These are the things we use. Like why I'm just showing this chart that if you look at this chart, this is what called money flow index. This money flow index tells you, if you remember in September when the MPR, which is the monetary policy was adjusted down to from 13.5 to 12.5. See, there was a rally before market corrected. Then another rally again. Now, the same around early October, CPI came with adjustment in savings account. All these are telling you that funds will be leaving some investment window to others investment window where there's opportunity. For me, you can see that this is an uptrend for the money flow. Even when they look at where this data are at just look at it. This is at around February 28, 2020, when the market dropped in that month. See, for around April, market started looking up now. You can see around April, Then the market rally. Then around April, since April, market has started looking up in terms of since April, you can see these are April. Yeah, this April. Yeah, you can see that when market started picking, you can see the flow. Since then, it came down again around June, June. It started picking. You can see it's an uptrend. The fund is still entering the market to show that how bullish the market is. And as it has not touched it, it's already having a U-turn at the end of trade. That today, market is already money flow is already turning up again. That is that funds will still enter the market. That's why you need to position ahead of December and at the same time ahead of any season that will come up starting from February. For the early filers of full year results for ended December 2020. For me, there's no cause for alarm. The market still remains robust, and I believe from here you can know what to do, and that's why you don't need to say you are going somewhere. Just make out that time and work and be available for invest 20. There's no excuse because this is your hard earned money. You want to double it, you want to create more wealth, you must create time to get knowledge. Why I'm happy to say that many of the investors in the market are intelligent investors now. They're becoming more knowledgeable, and that will go a long way to impact positively on their work, on their portfolio. The era of following bandwagon has gone because there's education. When there's education, you take wise decision. That's why anything you want to do in life, you need to prepare. And this is another way of preparing yourself for 2021. You need to take advantage of information and also buy right that at 2020 you also be smiling to the bank. Because this bull run, I see that improving when the economy starts also improving, going to still support the market. And this is a sign that the economy will also follow suit. As the equity market is leading, the economy will follow suit. On that note, I will say thank you, and I say I'm happy that you all have been following us, and I also expect to see you also at the training so that at the end of the day, we'll also be smiling to the bank. Thank you, and God bless you.